I'm a 24F, and I've been asked to help my older brother, who's 28, and his fiance, who's 25, with their baby shower. They're getting ready to have a baby, and they need my help to prepare a special celebration called a baby shower. When they told me they were having a baby, I asked my brother if I could organize their baby shower. In my family, it's a tradition for siblings or family members to throw the baby shower. Plus, they haven't gotten married yet. They've postponed their wedding for a year. So this is a special way for me to be involved and help them celebrate. My brother initially agreed to let me help with the baby shower, but then a month later, they changed their minds and decided not to have one. Instead, they wanted to combine the wedding and baby celebrations into a casual barbecue. This news disappointed my mom and grandma, as they were looking forward to a separate baby shower to celebrate the upcoming arrival of their first grandchild. It was especially meaningful since our family has gone through some tough times recently, and this new baby is a happy blessing. My grandma was understandably upset and expressed her concerns to my brother. He then called me, and we discussed the possibility of having a baby shower. I told him that I needed them to decide what they wanted so I could start planning. He shared his concerns about not wanting a shower, specifically mentioning that he doesn't enjoy the games and his fiancée feels uncomfortable opening gifts in front of others. I reassured him that we could skip those aspects and focus on celebrating the new baby in a way that makes them comfortable. I emphasized that having a baby is a joyous occasion, and we want to share in their happiness. But then, my grandma told me that they had changed their minds again. They wanted to combine the wedding and baby shower and have it at a park in early August. I decided to go along with it and started searching for venues that fit their budget, with necessities like tables, chairs, and restrooms. But with only a month to go, every affordable venue was already booked. I was confused and frustrated. My brother blamed his fiancée and my mom, saying that my mom was being too controlling and would take over the event, and that his fiancée didn't like others making decisions and might not even show up if we had it at my parents' house. So I convinced my brother to scale back the plans again, and we agreed to just have a baby shower at my grandma's house. I thought everything was finally settled, and he even confirmed the details with my grandma. It seemed like we had a plan that worked for everyone. The next day, I discovered that my brother and mom had a big argument, and he said something really hurtful to her. Then, I found out that his fiancée took it upon herself to find a new location for the baby shower without talking to anyone else, and changed the venue behind our backs. My brother only told me about the change, but didn't bother to inform my grandma or mom, which made things even more complicated and stressful. Things took a turn for the worse. My brother and his fiancée suddenly planned a wedding ceremony for the day before the baby shower at 10 a.m. on a Friday, with less than a month's notice. I confronted my brother about the hurtful things he said to my mom and the sudden change in plans, but instead of apologizing, he refused to back down and kept insisting that my mom was trying to control everything, which wasn't true. I'm feeling really angry and frustrated. I've invested so much time and effort into helping them, only to have my efforts dismissed and undermined. They're making last-minute decisions without consulting us, and it feels like they don't value my contributions. I wanted to help them avoid stress, but it seems like my efforts aren't appreciated. And to top it all off, I even went and got ordained so I could perform the ceremony, but it feels like that's not good enough either. I'd had enough of dealing with my brother, so I decided to go straight to his fiancée. I created a Pinterest board with baby shower decoration ideas that fit their theme and sent it to her, asking her to let me know what she liked. I emphasized that I needed her input soon so I could get everything ready. I also mentioned that the party invitations would be ready for pickup the next day, but instead of responding to my message, she sent a picture of a makeshift invitation she'd made with a different location than what we'd agreed on. I was confused and frustrated, as my brother had already confirmed that the baby shower would be at my grandma's house, and I'd already ordered the invitations. It seemed like she was trying to undermine my efforts and cause more chaos. She can't play the victim and then sabotage my efforts. It's disrespectful and hurtful. I also did some research and found out that park permits require a 30-day advance application, which they wouldn't have been able to meet. My brother claimed they already had the permit, but that was a lie. It's been really tough to deal with all this. I was initially excited to help and do something special for them, but instead, I've been disregarded and disrespected at every turn. It's a really sad and frustrating situation. Story 2. I'm sharing my story anonymously. I'm a 33-year-old mom, and I've noticed that my mom treats my 7-year-old son differently than my 5-year-old daughter. She gives him slightly bigger gifts and shows him a bit more love and attention. It's not super obvious, but I've noticed a pattern. My son's birthday was last Thursday, and my daughter's birthday is on Monday, just 4 days apart. We live in a different state, and this weekend was the only chance my mom would get to see them because my brother's wedding was on Saturday, and the whole family would be together. Here's some important background information. 3 weeks ago, my mom stayed at our place overnight and bought both kids a $60 inflatable pool for their birthday. Then, about a week ago, she called me and asked if my son would like a specific gift, a kid's plastic axe throwing set from Costco. I told her he would love it. When we arrived at the wedding reception, my mom took my son aside and told him she had a birthday gift for him, which she would give him on Sunday before we left. My wife and I exchanged a knowing glance, suspecting that she hadn't gotten a gift for my daughter, and we realized we would finally have to talk to our kids and mom about this situation. But I decided to let it go for the time being. My kids and I were part of the wedding party, and we were busy with the rehearsal and reception activities. As we were saying our goodbyes and leaving the reception, my mom asked us what time we were planning to leave the next day. I told her we were leaving at 9 a.m., explaining that we had to pick up our dog from boarding and that my daughter's birthday was the next day, so we had a lot to do that afternoon. My mom then asked if it was okay to give my son his birthday present before we left. I asked her, "Did you get a present for my daughter too?" She replied, "Well, her birthday isn't until Monday." I said, "Exactly, so it wouldn't be fair to give one child a birthday gift and not the other." My mom then turned it around on me, saying you didn't give me any ideas for her birthday gift. Then she suggested, "Oh well, I can go see what they have here at the hotel." We were at a casino hotel in St. Louis, which wasn't exactly a place that sells gifts for 5-year-olds. I again told her no, that wouldn't be appropriate, and it wouldn't be a good idea to try to find a last-minute gift there. I was really upset at this point, but I kept my cool and spoke calmly to her. My mom asked if I was familiar with the area and suggested she could quickly run to Target between 8 to 9 a.m. to find a gift for my daughter. I again said no, explaining that we needed to leave and couldn't wait for her to go shopping. Finally, my mom suggested she could order a gift for my daughter on her phone and have it shipped to our house. But I again said no. I didn't want my son to receive a big gift while my daughter got a last-minute, thoughtless gift from Amazon, with just a shipping notification to show for it. My daughter has already asked me before, "Why does Grandma love Jay more?" And I'm exhausted from making excuses for my mom's behavior. So instead of leaving at 9 a.m. as planned, we're leaving early at 7:30 a.m. Once we're on the road, I'll text my mom to return the gift she got for my son and tell her we need some space. I'm done making excuses for her behavior to my daughter.